Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 secret videos you're not supposed to see. Today everything is recorded, but this includes some things that people don't want you to see. Here are some banned videos you're not supposed to watch, but were leaked. Before we start, make sure to watch some videos you are supposed to see by subscribing to Top 10s and pressing the notification bell too. Coming in at number 10 we have North Korea. North Korea is a country known for secrecy. That is why people were stunned when an insider leaked footage of the real North Korea. They like to show their country in a positive light, and one of the ways they do this is by showing how great their army is, using parades and so on. However, in this video, a group of North Korean soldiers can be seen looking very thin and hungry. One is then showing they're not feeling well thanks to not eating and are told to man up by another soldier. And in another video, a poor farmer is shown saying that she has nothing to eat as there's no food. And in a recent video filmed by South Korean media, a North Korean soldier is shown making a great escape from the country. This is massively embarrassing to North Korea, who have banned the video and put up a new wall so that this never happens again. Next up is iPhone 11. We all know that nowadays Apple makes iPhones like McDonald's makes burgers. There seems to be a new iPhone around the corner all the time now, and this of course leads to a lot of leaks. The iPhone 4 was famously leaked by tech website Gizmodo, but Apple fans were left salivating when a recent video of a new iPhone being manufactured was leaked. The source said it was taken at the Foxconn factory in China, which is where Apple make most of their phones, including unreleased ones. It's suspected that the footage is of the iPhone 11, which is what Apple's next phone is thought to be called. The video didn't just showcase a new phone though, but also the poor conditions of the iPhone factory workers. This is backed up by the recently installed nets on the Foxconn factory building to stop exhausted workers from jumping off it. Next up is Jennifer Lawrence. One night, super famous Hunger Games actress Jennifer Lawrence was at her friend's birthday party in Vienna, Austria. She had a few drinks, and seeing as she thought it was a private party, she decided to pole dance for fun. However, it seems one rather intrusive party guest was secretly recording Jennifer doing this and sold it to the press. The video was leaked and Jennifer was very annoyed. She didn't want anyone else to see it as she was in a private setting with friends. But she also said she was just having fun and had nothing to be ashamed of. I totally agree, but it is messed up that her friends were secretly filming her. At least it's not as bad as her iCloud leak. Next up is Christine Chibok. Christine Chibok was a news reporter for a local ABC News affiliate in Florida. She was approaching the age of 30 and had never been in a relationship. This caused her to feel very depressed and lonely. One day at the station, she was covering the news as normal when she was doing a story on a shooting that happened at a restaurant. They tried to show a film of the restaurant, but it jammed and wouldn't play. Christine then shrugged and said, in keeping with Channel 40's policy of bringing you the latest in blood and guts, take a look at this. She then pulled out a revolver and fired it into her head. The news station quickly turned the picture off, but thousands had just seen what happened live on TV. The police were called by many viewers, while others called in to ask if what they'd just seen was real or not. The only person with a copy of the tape is her brother, Greg Chibok, who has never released it to the public. Next up is Trump. Trump is known for saying some controversial things. However, during his presidential campaign in 2016, one very damaging video of Trump from 2005 was leaked. In it, he was caught on camera saying that when you're a star, you can do anything you want to women. And of course, this is also the famous tape where Trump said, "Grab him by the pussy." Despite it happening more than a decade ago, Trump is still often criticized for it. He says no one respects women more than him, but maybe this tape proves otherwise. When it was released, people thought the chances of him becoming president were zero, but that was clearly not the case. Next up is Guantanamo Bay. We all know prison is not a fun place to be, but this American-owned prison in Cuba is thought to be the worst in the world, where prisoners have no human rights. It was all a big secret until 2008, when videos of Guantanamo Bay interrogations were leaked. They showed inhumane and illegal things being done to the prisoners by the guards. This included things such as waterboarding, kicking, and hitting the prisoners. They were being imprisoned forever without trial and were not even protected under the Geneva Convention. The US government tried to pull the videos from the media, but they are still around online and can easily be found if you have a strong stomach. Next up is Saddam Hussein. We all know Saddam Hussein was the brutal dictator of Iraq from the years 1979 to 2003. During this time, he preached hatred of America and told Iraqis not to live in the USA. But what people didn't know at the time was that Saddam had a secret torture room underground the Iraq embassy in New York. They would capture Iraqis living in the US and pull out their fingernails. They would then either be shipped back to Iraq or have their lives taken. Amazingly, the Iraq embassy is located right across from the home of then New York Mayor billionaire Michael Bloomberg. This has prompted many theories that Bloomberg was somehow involved. In 2016, secret recordings from the room were leaked online, despite the government not wanting them to be released. Next up is foster farms. We all know that some farm animals are not treated well. However, in 2006, a secret video of Foster Farms was leaked. Foster Farms are the biggest chicken company in the USA and are endorsed by the American Humane Association. The video showed terrible treatment of chickens at their farms in California. Some chickens were hit, others were crushed on the ground, and some were even burned. Foster Farms didn't want the public to see the footage, and the Foster family were harangued by animal rights groups when it was released. And of course, the American Humane Association were very embarrassed, as it basically showed they were pointless if they endorse inhumane things like this. Next up is India versus China. India and China are both countries who are supposed to get along. That's why in 2017 both countries were very embarrassed when their armies were seen fighting at the border. Apparently, two soldiers began arguing, and from there a fight broke out. They were kicking, hitting, and even throwing stones. However, luckily no guns were involved. Both countries tried to downplay the incident, and China successfully banned the video in China. However, much to their embarrassment, it was public everywhere else in the world and didn't exactly make their country look very good. Next up is WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks has leaked a ton of very shocking stuff about the American government. But this video is often seen as the most damaging thing when it comes to the reputation of the US government. The footage is taken from a US Apache helicopter in Iraq. In the video, the helicopter crew fire at journalists with cameras. They say they thought the cameras were large guns. However, the tape also shows the soldiers laughing at them and shouting, "Let's light 'em up." It's since gone down as one of the videos the US government doesn't want you to see. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most shocking video on this list. And be sure to check out my second channel, The Crafty. There'll be a video for The Crafty on screen in a minute, so be sure to click it and subscribe too. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.